Hi, today I'm going to be talking to you about 5 places to go in Denver after an EMDR therapy session. Hi, I'm Emma Coble. I'm a licensed professional counselor in Denver who also sees clients online throughout Colorado and in the state of Florida as well. EMDR is an incredibly powerful, transformative, amazing modality and therapy. And if any of you have tried it before, you know it's incredibly intense. It can leave you feeling gutted. It can leave you feeling exhausted. It can leave you feeling kind of triggered and vulnerable and raw. I want to tell you, all of this is so normal. And if you are experiencing those things, I encourage you to jot some of it down, use your container, and bring it to your next therapy session to go over it with your therapist. However, I loved when I was going through the process of EMDR therapy myself to be able to have somewhere peaceful to go, to connect with myself, to calm myself after an intense EMDR therapy session. So today I'm going to tell you about a few of these places that I love in Denver to do that. So Denver is awesome because it has a lot of natural spaces within a very urban city. And a lot of kind of escapes you can get to easily inside of Denver and then a little bit outside of Denver as well. So one place that I love to go is Wash Park. This is a big park where you've got the 2 ponds or lakes or whatever they're called, and there's the path around the park as well as there's sort of some paths and trails inside the park. It's easy to have solitude inside the park because it is such a big park and there are little cool pockets to it and little gardens and cool places to sit and chill and relax. Plus it's near all kinds of coffee shops. It's very centrally located. So if you're like coming home from a therapy session or on, it's easy, it's by your house, this can be a great place to just go and reconnect with nature. If you don't have a ton of time and you are not looking to drive into the mountains or something like that, this can be a great place to even walk and process or sit on a bench and process what's come up for you inside your EMDR session. So the next place is the Denver Botanic Gardens, which I love the Denver Botanic Gardens. It's near Cheeseman Park, which is another great place to go after an EMDR therapy session, by the way. I've lived near Cheeseman Park for a very long time. But the Denver Botanic Gardens are this little oasis, and we often forget about it, I think, when we live in Denver, unless you have a membership or something, but it's such a cool place because there are all kinds of little interesting, unique gardens tucked away. You've got the Japanese garden, you've got the orchids, you've got the cactuses. There's so many different places to kind of go explore, and there are also benches where you can really truly be away from people. So this is another place where you can kind of walk, or you could sit, or you could take a little journal with you and jot down some things, and you will really not probably be very disturbed here. So another place that's a little bit further afield is Red Rocks. So, we often go here for concerts, but right around Red Rocks, there are all kinds of cool trails to go to. And Red Rocks during the day, the amphitheater itself, can often be kind of devoid of people and have a great view of the mountains. So this can be a great place to just remind you of the largeness of nature and your sort of small place in all of it, and to help you feel grounded in the rocks. It's just a really neat place, and it just does give you a little bit of that respite from the city as well. Another cool park, in addition to Wash Park and Cheeseman Park, is Sloan's Lake. And I find that this one can get a little more crowded, but it's also really cool in that it is also big, and there's also, the lake. There's a lot of open skies. It's a nice place to recharge, and this one might be closer to your house, if you live in the Highlands or something like that. Sloan's Lake is another great one to go to. The last one we'll talk about is the Cherry Creek Trail. This is one I used to go on a lot when I lived over there. I would take my bike out on that trail and just kind of soar for a long time, all the way sometimes to the Cherry Creek Reservoir. And it allows you so much peace and solitude, and a way to, again, be sort of like outside of the city while still in the city. And so this is a place you can go walk or you can ride your bike, and it allows you to kind of go as far as you need or want to go. Lastly, I will say, and of course there are tons of hiking trails, by the way, all over, and cool places you could go in Boulder or whatever, but just places you can go to ground yourself. You can go to the top of a mountain and really feel the safety, like it's your safe place, and integrate that into your body. And I've had many clients do that. So EMDR, it's such a lovely thing to be able to reconnect with ourselves and integrate everything after a therapy session. So I highly encourage you to think about going somewhere like one of these places to do that after your therapy sessions, and practice some self-time, some self-care, and allow your body and your parts, all parts of you, to acknowledge what's coming up for them, so that you can, again, feel seen and cared for by yourself, because that's the whole point of EMDR. So thank you for listening, and if you have any questions or would like to schedule a consultation, feel free to hit the contact button, and we'll talk soon.